Welcome back. Been a minute since I've done a video on this particular project, but I decided not to strip the F-18 and put everything in the F-22. It's just too close to being done, and I've been battling with it. I don't want to give up on it. I mean, it's a lot of money. So I'm gonna finish it, fly it, and then I'll worry about getting it painted when I can. Hopefully I can do it sooner than later, just because I'm hoping, praying that my rub-on decals still work. I didn't realize it, but there's like a 3 or 4 month time limit on them. I'm guessing it's because of whatever adhesive that they have on there. So I'm hoping they'll still work. If they start messing up, maybe I could put some spray adhesive on the back and salvage them that way. If not, it's another. I'll just put another order with TaylorMade. Those things it was expensive. I mean, gosh. I really wish they were all the water slides, but apparently he could only do the bulk of them in the dry transfer. So I've never done those, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I just wanted to do a video kind of on the update where I stand on the F-18. I did move some things. I'd had most of the equipment kind of put where I wanted it, brought it inside, balanced it when I was in Texas. Or I didn't balance it, just kind of did a CG check, and it was way tail heavy, like way more than I was expecting, like 4 pounds in the nose to get it to kind of get close to balancing. So I redid some stuff, moved everything as much as I could, as far forward as I could, and that's kind of what I'm going to show you, kind of where I'm at on the project, what I have left to do, which isn't a lot. I mean, honestly, if I sat here and grinded it out, I could be done in a week or two. But I just have other things going on. I'm getting a lot of motors in and things like that I need to do in the repairs and get stuff sent out and sent, where it needs to go. So that's kind of tying me up. Plus I'm still, I'm just kind of studying for my ATP written at the end of the month. So I got to do all that. But yeah, anyways, so let me get just turned around here. So, and oh, by the way, my back sunroom is now my shop. So until I get my shop built, this is what I'm going to do. I figured it'd be better doing it out here because we're not using it in the wintertime anyways. We're just keeping our patio furniture that normally goes outside and inside. So it's a perfect spot. It stays warm in here. It's insulated. Windows can open and close. I actually can I got a little portable heater that I can put out here. But anyways, so this is where I'm going to be doing it. But starting at the nose. The nose is pretty much done. I did have these on here, and a buddy of mine made these, which is a little bit higher milliamp, 6000 versus 5200, a little bit heavier. So I put these on there, plus I can kind of give them further forward on the nose without it hitting the cone. So that'll help with that CG issue and having to add less weight. Right back here is the power system, the Mcotech battery backer that this controls. And then it's going to be hard to see, but right up behind those you've got the air valves and the iGyro, followed by the receivers. And then I have the pumps, which, man, it's a good 5 feet or more from the pump to the motor. So we'll see how the pump pressures go. ECUs, header tanks, and then the fuel filters. You can't see them. Are right here, one on each side. So. And then back here, really the only thing I have right now is just the fuel shutoff valves. I just took this used to be, there was a glued on bracket here for when I had that gray tray that went all the way across. So I just made a little bracket here to hold the shutoff valves. And I drilled a hole through, 2 holes through the gear door mount I added, run the tubes through those. And You can kind of see added a couple clips all the way down back to the turbines. And that is where everything's going to pretty much be. Only thing I haven't figured out is where I'm going to put the air tanks. I don't want to put them back here because that's weight, but I don't think I'm going to have any room back in there. I might can get them. I got some smaller air tanks than I originally bought, so we'll see how those fit and where I can get those. Yeah, so that's kind of an unknown right now. Worst case, I'll just put them back here, but I'm trying to get as much forward to help with that weight issue as I can. Fixes. What is left to fix? The right wing, because I had to fix that. I had to fix the leading edge because they had jammed it back, and I had to cut out the live hinging and put new ones in. When it did that, you know, when it was in the right place, it moved it out about 1/2 inch. So the little cutout, the little channel, let's see if I can get one out here and show you guys. This little channel that the guide pin is supposed to sit in is in the wrong spot. So probably the better way to do it is just either, if I can get it out or cut it off, just drill another hole, right, put the pin right here. That way it lines up with this, because I don't want to go cutting into this. I mean, I could cut, might be an easier to cut it, but I don't know if I'd get as much throw, you know, it's sitting in a different channel. You know, because if it's way down here, it's only going to move a little bit. So I'm trying to keep the same channel so that it'll travel the same distance. So I'm probably going to move the pin. So that's one fix I got to do. The second one, which I don't think it is this one. It might be. Let me see here. Get the flaps up. Yeah, see that? That end down there sticks way up versus that wing, it sits flush. So it would cause it to, you know, that's a airfoil, so it's a surface. So I'm gonna sand this a little bit to smooth it out, and then I'll probably heat it, try to twist it down a little bit, and if that doesn't cut it, then I'll add a piece, because that's about a 1/4 inch or more difference. I'll take some carbon fiber. I've seen another person that built one of these. They took the carbon fiber and then they laminated it and clamped it like it's something that was straight on it. And that's what it is. It's just kind of bowed up. So I gotta get the bow out. And that's it. Oh, and one other thing that I found, which is a critical fix. So if you have one of these, pay attention. When you put the stab on, you've got this little groove here. Same thing on the F-14. It's for, you know, when you push it in, you have to push up on this pin, which pushes this G10 material up, and there's a lollipop with a slit in it. So you push it up, it opens up the hole, you slide in, and you release, and it pulls that smaller portion of the lollipop over that channel, and that's what keeps your stab from coming out. One of those, if not both of them, I can't remember, but I know at least one of them, the smaller portion of the lollipop that goes into the channel is too small, so it won't seat, so you can pull it right back out with a little bit of pressure. So you think you got it in there, you know, it doesn't come out that easy, but you pull on it enough, it will, and you start working, it'll pull right out because it's not seated in the channel properly. If you don't fix that, your stab's going to blow off when you're flying it. So those are the fixes I have to do, minus the repaint. Oh, and I still have to, I had some damage from, it slid back into one of my other aircraft and they were rubbing tail to tail. Ate this one up pretty good, so I just took some High-Sol and just kind of, every time I had some extra High-Sol, I just rebuilt it up with that. And then I'll take some ceramic paint, and then also we'll line it with the ceramic blanket. So ceramic paint will go on first, and then I'll put the ceramic blanket on there just as a double to help with this heat, especially on this side, because it gets hot, it'll bubble up the paint. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop that or not. We'll see. I could line it with something, you know, just double up around here to really keep that heat from melting. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's 11 minutes. So that's where I stand. So I'm gonna kind of table the F-22, the T1 F-22 for now, and I don't really have the money to finish it anyways. I'm kind of on fixed income right now until my new career starts. So this one's about 90% done. So that'll be the quicker fix, I think. Oh, and I still gotta obviously fit the cockpit, but oh, and re-add these pins. The pins that they have, you can see, just maybe 2 millimeters sticking out. That is nowhere near enough to hold that front end of the canopy, which I think is why I believe it was Barry that lost his canopy at an event. So I'm gonna, the way I have mine set up, I can easily get 1/4 of an inch on a rod. So I'm gonna put some long 3 millimeter screws in and just cut the head off, and then I'm gonna put a piece of brass tubing in here because this hole's already walled out. It's real thin. There's nothing behind it. So I'm gonna put a brass tube in there, cut it flush, and then High-Sol over that to hold it in place. And that's it. So, but I'm gonna get going on this and everything else. So I'll kind of update you as I go and take pictures. But I mean, there's really not much left. It's just fixing these couple little things and then final setup. So you guys take it easy.